city of NOLA, we're reclaiming our soul. From the jazz in the streets to the gumbo pot, he's the pulse of the city, giving all he's got. Together we rise, united we stand. With Gerod on the radio, we're taking back our land. So tune in, y'all, let the truth resonate. With Gerod on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace. Keep it real, keep it loud, let's uplift this place. In the streets to the gumbo pot, he's the pulse of the city, giving all he's got. Together we rise, united we stand. With Gerod on the radio, we're taking back our land. So tune in, y'all, let the truth resonate. With Gerod on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace. Keep it real, keep it loud, let's uplift this place. Gerod on the radio, calling out the lies, bringing light to the dark, keeping hope in our eyes. He's the voice of the people, making changes unfold. In the city of Noya, we're reclaiming our soul. Yeah, tune in out, let the truth resonate. With Gerod on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace. Keep it real, keep it loud, let's uplift this place. Gerod on the radio, calling out the lies, bringing light to the dark, keeping hope in our eyes. He's the voice of the people, making changes unfold. In the city of Noya, we're reclaiming our soul. Yeah, let the truth resonate. With Gerod on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace.
Whoa, now.
Keep it loud, let's uplift this place.
What's happening? Yeah. What's going on, folks? How y'all living? Welcome. It is, what's the day? Thursday? What's the day? Wednesday? Oh, it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Full is Thursday.
Is it? Is it Thursday? I'm sorry, bro. I lose track of days. Seriously, I don't even know. I was operating all day today like it was Wednesday. I missed the whole day. But you know what? I know you're gonna laugh. Maybe this will make you laugh. My car. I told you what I did yesterday. I had to get a ride over here. So one of the guys at the shop brought the air machine over to the parking lot and filled up my tires for me to go and get them, because they had nails in them. So I went and I got them, just got the air in the tire, and then I went and took it so they could plug up the tires and stuff. So I just got that done today. Because last night, I'm not going to be out in the dark for somebody to fix no tires. So I just did that today. So I had to Uber to work today. But I got my car now, so. Okay. All right. Glad you're having a great day.
That sounds more aggravating than anything.
It was aggravating. That's why I knew you were going to laugh.
And aggravation ain't funny to me, as you can see.
I saw you got a little aggravated a little bit of time ago. But I know some people having some. I got to say hello and got to say happy birthday to my boy Greg Street. He listening that right now in Atlanta. He works for V103. And Greg has been a friend of mine for at least 20 years. So when y'all go through Atlanta, be listening to V103, And you'll hear him when they say Greg Street. Greg Street is celebrating his birthday today. So happy birthday, my brother. Also, a good friend of mine, all the way back from the Clear Channel days, Michelle Stokes is celebrating her birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. That's
You
that's
better
right
say
there.
something to Michelle because she'll come and cut you.
Huh?
I say you better say something to Michelle because she'll come and cut you.
Oh yeah, we know. Yeah, why you think? You
I
think
grew
I'm
up.
crazy?
I grew up with Michelle. I know what kind of rough.
I wasn't just saying, I wasn't just saying that just because we friends and everything. I said that because I know she'll check you on that. You ain't tell me happy birthday. Yes, I am. And I got witnesses. I got plenty of witnesses. So happy birthday, girl, and many more to come. Better have on your side or not on your side. Mm-mm. You don't want to not have on your side. So happy birthday, and everybody else celebrating a birthday on today. Because I know that today is, you lived around you can say that you circle the sun one more time. So good for you. Good for you. All right, our number 504-582-9422. It seems like the conversation piece that's happening today, everybody is talking about this young lady that got killed from, I think, now this is just my personal opinion. Y'all can call me and tell me what you think. Was it warranted for this ICE agent to pull his gun and shoot this lady in Minneapolis? Because she was trying to get out the way. Was that warranted? Yay or nay? And try to tell me too what you think. Why you think that? I would love to know why you think that. Was it warranted for this ICE agent to pull his gun and kill this lady? He killed her. And everybody's upset about it. So what do you think? Was it warranted? Was it not warranted? And check this part out. Let's add a little bit more to it. People are also upset at the mayor because the mayor got on social media, press conference or whatever, and just cussed the people out. He dropped the F-bomb. I think it was all right with me. You know me, I'm a cusser anyway. But he dropped the F-bomb. Get the out of our city. I'm like, oh boy. So it's an emotional time, and they had all them protests. So what's your explanation? All right, 504-582-9422. Mr. Elmo.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Good, how you doing?
Well, I seen it, and I thought it was immoral, illegal, unethical, and if you understand law, I'm not a lawyer, but if you understand law, that rules of the game has changed a couple of years back, where if someone is stopped police checkpoint and you may not commit any crime, and maybe feared or just was scared and just left, it just can't shoot you. Now, for what I've seen, I know they can tell you we didn't see what we didn't see the truth. I know they can lie and say we didn't really see the whole thing, but based on what the media is showing us, I thought that was totally uncalled for the shoot an armed person. I did not see the car. They're trying to suggest that the car ran into the agents, but they didn't.
No, he said that he was, afraid for his life. And so,
Right, but that's a normal game. That's a normal legally term they use. How could he fear for his life? She wasn't armed, and first she did not use the vehicle as a weapon because the vehicle she had stopped. She moved and she had stopped and moved, and then that's when they shot her three times. But I mean, it was totally illegal, totally.
Do you think there'd be some justice?
I think so. I mean, I can't see why not. You know, I mean,
I can
what
because they
happened?
already voted on it in the Senate. I mean, I'm sorry, in Congress for them to say that some action was warranted to be taken, and they voted on it, and it was tied. It was tied. So when it's tied, it got thrown out.
Well, this the thing. Now, you also made a comment about the man with the F-bomb.
The mayor.
Okay, now don't let the way I say this. You put your thinking cap because I can remember when I called you. I had said something in an emotional way, and I've said a cuss word. No, it was no F-bomb like that, and you put me in check, and I put you in check right back and say FCC communications
I
ain't
know you
allow
you
people to be
spelled it.
cussing on there.
We all can
Remember?
spell it. Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
So I understand. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I guess I gave him a pass. The brother was emotional. If I'm a man, I might say the same thing and think about it after. But I mean, he's a very educated guy, so it's not like he's a guy that just come off the cuff and just cuss. But I think he was defending his people, defending the young lady, and he's seen what those ICE agents is unwarranted. You know.
Mm. So you don't believe that he should even unholstered his weapon?
No, indeed. I mean, there was no call. Although I'm sure that they're gonna have civil rights attorneys and attorneys that deals with legalese and law. They're gonna sue it out of them because it's totally unwarranted. You know.
Yeah. I don't think this is the end of it. I think this might be the
No, no,
plateau
no.
of
It's
it.
far.
So
Look, it's far from me. It's far from me being the end of it. But what Trump is doing is a classic ploy that I'm older than you, so I remember. Nixon did. They do all kinds of things. Invade Cambodia. That was a game to get you away from Vietnam and everything else that he was going on with his impeachment and all the shenanigans he was doing. Trump doing the same thing. Look, I wouldn't be surprised at what Trump would do next to keep you of Epstein and keep you of all things that he's going to be charged with once he get out of office. You know.
yeah. All right, Mr. Elmo. Thank you, sir.
Nice talking to you, brother.
Appreciate you.
All right, brother.
All right.
Appreciate you too. All right, bye.
504-582-9422. Mr. Paul in Michigan, what's going on?
Gerod, thanks for taking my call. Look, a couple points. So it's been said that 6 months ago, this officer that did the shooting was dragged by a car and injured, leg surgery, stitches, whatever. And so that's why he was jumpy. Well, why did he step in front of a car?
Right.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
from her mindset, we all know these officers have no training, no psychological evaluation. There's been reports of innocent people being taken to El Salvador and disappearing.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't she run when a man's opening her door?
Not
when
identifying himself
she's
and just saying, open your door.
Well, what they did in that, it was a confusing situation. Something about an ice car stuck in the snow, and you could see that the road wasn't totally clear, and she was trying to get the hell out of there.
Yep.
I've done the damn same thing.
Hey, the other part of that, I'll say this. Look at how her wheels of her car, if you get a chance, look at the video.
Exactly.
Look at the wheels of her car. They are turned
and
to head
away from
east,
him.
Away from him. Yep.
In one of the camera angles, it looked like the very corner of the car rubbed along his side, his hip. All right, but he's right there. He's pulling out his gun. He sees what direction that wheel is. And like I said, why would he even be in front of the car to begin with?
Right.
Especially if you've been dragged down the street and severely injured 6 months ago. And if he's got traumatic effects from that, maybe he shouldn't be on the street.
That's what I was thinking more of. You shouldn't be out there because that sounds like a valued part of PTSD.
There's no physical examination and certainly no psychological examination with any of these. It's like, here's $50K. Bring your own camouflage. Yeah, that looks cool. Come on. Let's go. Get in the back of the U-Haul. We're going to go bust some heads.
Yeehaw. There we go.
Yeah. And then, get Christy Nolan with her little crossplay costumes. How are we supposed to take any of this seriously?
Well, with her, too, I don't know why she classified this as domestic terrorism.
Domestic terrorism because a woman hit the gas.
Like, wow. We can't even get the Ku Klux Klan to be classified as domestic terrorists.
Yeah, well, it's a whole nother subject with me, but we can go on and on that one too, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Well,
I appreciate the call.
appreciate
Thank
you
Paul.
being there. All right.
All right. Let's take the break. We'll take the break. We'll take the break here. We'll come back. Have some more conversation. In just a minute, y'all. Everybody hold tight.
Late nights are made for chillin', and you can do just that every Sunday night at 10 p.m. as DJ Wick brings you The Love Zone. It's the perfect way to top off your weekend with your favorite old and new school ballads. So sit back, relax, and let DJ Wick take you to the Love Zone on WBOK and on the World Wide Web at WBOK1230.com.
Experience 2 nights of genre-blending music with the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation's Jazz and Heritage Concert Series, presented by Goldfarb Financial, happening at the George and Joyce Wynn Jazz and Heritage Center in New Orleans. See jazz vocalist Ingrid Lucia and the Good Troublemakers on Friday, January 16th at 8 p.m. Then, on Saturday, the 17th at 8 p.m., catch pianist-composer Lawrence Seabrist, Estrella Banda, with special guests Tommy Lowry and Bart Plateau. Expect a thrilling mix of jazz, classical, Afro-Cuban funk, and more. Tickets are $10 and available at jazzandheritage.org.
Meet Leanna, a part-time chef and full-time mom. In the past, Leanna didn't have health insurance because she didn't think she could afford it. What she didn't realize is she qualified for Medicaid. She loves the coverage and peace of mind that comes with high-quality care. The kind of care you get with Healthy Blue. This is Medicaid, and it's for more people than you think. Maybe even you. To see if you qualify, go to myhealthybluela.com.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Losing a loved one is tough enough. Do you really want your family dealing with court battles and paperwork on top of it?
Whether you choose a will or a trust, think ahead. Take care of your family. Let them focus on healing instead of headaches. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. Mr. Coleman, what you say there, nephew and cousin at the same time?
Hey, my cousin.
Where you been?
First of all, Happy New Year to you.
Same to
Wishing you wealth, health, success, and happiness.
Yes, sir.
And let no mountain in 2026 be so high you can't go over, under, around, or through it.
We going through it. We're going through it. Mm-hmm.
Whatever you are, whatever you do, that's on you.
Yes, indeed. What you got for me?
Well, I'm going to say I looked at the news a couple of different times. The first bullet that's in the windshield, I'm betting that bullet hit the dashboard and went up or either into the dashboard. The side windows is blown out. So that second, third, and fourth shot, I'm saying one of those shots, or maybe several of them, is the one that killed the lady. I'm a paramedic student. It's all about the angle of the guy and the height, because he was at the, what we call the driver's side fender. She basically going away from him, because you can see the way the car veered on over after she was hit.
Mm.
So to me, I'll give that first-degree murder, and I'm quite sure they probably had 9mm pistols. So, because, you know, that was basically law enforcement used 9mm. And I doubt seriously, you know, it was 40 caliber. But to me, as was earlier stated, that they're not properly trained to deal with, I'm using the word crisis situation, because normally you will want to get out of the way if a vehicle is coming at you. And if she's trying to get away, you know you're not supposed to shoot at a vehicle that's fleeing. So that's my take on it. But we knew this was going to happen, and it have shown different times that they have shot people for basically resisting them. The mindset of all these people out there is not, I call, urban ready for basically resistance.
Well, I think that a lot of folks just don't realize that this ain't the first time that there's been a shooting by ICE during these raids.
Right.
It may not have been as so high profile, but this ain't the first time that somebody got shot by ICE.
Right.
Now, they're painting her as, oh my God, she's a 37-year-old. She got kids. She's a mom, and she's part of the community, and she's a great person, which is cool. I don't have no problem with that. I have no problem with that at all. My whole segment, as I wanted to put out here as we talk about this, are they following the rules of engagement when they know that they have these protesters? What rules of engagement do they have? We don't know. Nobody's talking about what de-escalation training have they had. We don't know.
Well, let's just say some of them are border patrol agents and a couple other different agents that they
don't matter.
Talk about that.
The border.
I'm just making a point as your training level, right, as you're saying.
But understand this. Do they have training that says, hey, you're going to have these issues? Border Patrol is a whole lot different than what they're seeing now. They probably never seen nothing like this before.
That's my point that I'm trying to make. They are from different agencies,
right?
And as somebody said, some of them are the good old boys. They're in it just for the name. I mean, not the name, for the money. But see, let's talk about sensitivity training and how to de-escalate a situation.
Yep.
I'm not seeing, well, from what's being shown, how they're de-escalating a situation more than they're escalating a situation. Are we really Americans or what? Because you're using basically military tactics on regular citizens.
Yeah, pretty much.
We heading for a recession. That's what I want to tell you. We were heading for a real recession. You're paying attention to the news. These countries are mobilizing against America with import exports. You look at what Canada doing, Mexico doing. This country, as far as with China and Russia with the oil tanker, that's some serious stuff that we're getting into Venezuela.
Well, I don't think that we realize something here. And I'm surprised that this is probably the conversation that we have not had. There was a tanker that was taken by the United States on yesterday or day before yesterday.
Yeah.
That had a Russia flag hanging on it.
That's right.
And we talking about we doing an embargo and da-da-da. Russia ain't playing that. Russia mobilized a submarine to come after us. And the only reason why there was no engagement otherwise is because we left before they got there.
Yeah.
They sent a submarine. A submarine. I'm like, damn.
Was it yellow?
See, and Russia had paid for the oil, and Trump talking about they're gonna bring it to America, and we're gonna give it to Venezuela and all that kind of stuff. Look, you better give me my money back.
Right.
Because see, once we start the tip for tab kind of mess, it gets out of hand quick, fast, in a hurry.
I just want everybody to understand that, you know what, these countries ain't gonna forget that. They're gonna play tit for tat, and the United States is putting itself in a position where somebody gonna get us back.
Oh, it's no question about that.
Yeah, it's
no question about that. But like I'm just saying about these other countries, North Korea, Turkey. If you're looking at the situation going on in the continent of Africa, how they are pulling away from America. They're not using American money for transactions anymore. Mm-hmm. They're going with other currencies. We used to make money on all the transactions pretty much in Africa. In fact, pretty much around the world. we losing that. If you're paying attention to the news, we losing the power of the dollar. And if you pay attention to history, all great nations fall.
Yep.
And it takes a while to rebound. And we have made enemies in the North American continent.
Well,
like
now.
Canada told America, we older than you, and we don't need you. We cut off your water.
Yes, indeed. All right. I got my other folks hanging on here. All right, cousin, I holler. And by the way, Happy New Year here.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Hey, Miss Jones. Miss Jones? Did we miss her? All right, say it.
Hey, man, I tell you, man, regardless of her trying to block traffic or whatever, with the end result, it wasn't deserved. And I hope that white people will relate to what black people have been going through with these type of stops by law enforcement. I want to say that ICE is the new Ku Klux Klan. And lastly, the coldest part about that was a gentleman in the video, can I check her pulse? I'm a physician. And one of those ICE murderers said, I don't care.
No, they would not let them go and do anything because one of the civilians, he told him, I'm a physician. I need to check her pulse. And they wouldn't let him go.
Can I check her pulse? Yeah. No, I'm a physician. I don't care.
And they said it took about 15, 20 minutes for somebody's EMT to, I don't know where they were from, but the EMTs didn't get there until 15, 20 minutes later. And they would not let any type of physician, hospital, doctor, nurse, anybody even get with her. Nobody even went to check on her. Like, wow.
ICE is the new Ku Klux Klan here in 2026. And man, you have a good one.
You too, brother. All right, Miss Jones. Miss Jones.
Yes. Hello. Yes, I couldn't hold on. But thanks for taking a call. He's a cold-blooded killer, a coward, and that it was totally unwarranted. She was leaving away from his direction. Would he want to gain as many victims as Trump wants him to? And as for the doctor, that doctor was doing his Hippocratic oath. Wherever they see injury or sickness, they're supposed to go to the rescue. That's one of the laws.
Yeah, but they wouldn't let him.
They wouldn't let him. And this man, he wasn't a man, just a coward. I hope he never have a sleep. I hope he has all sleepless nights. Because it's just totally ridiculous. He's a coward, and Trump won't be anywhere to be found. And just one lie after another, we're seeing it. And that woman who was justifying, what's her name? She's crazy and with ill.
Well, it's her, the head of Homeland Security. So you talking about Kristi Noem?
Homeland Security. I mean, the lady is driving away from him. That's what I saw. She was leaving away from him.
Yep, I thought
she wasn't trying to battle. She wasn't trying to run him down. He's just a cold-blooded murderer and a coward. And he shouldn't have any nights that he should sleep for the rest of his life.
Well, I don't know what was going to be done. I don't think, though, that we're going to see justice. I don't think so.
Oh, I don't think so either, because it's corruption. It's more than we want to say on the air, but people need to dig into the history. Caucasians don't know too much of some history that they need to know also, because Trump is worse than a rotten egg. I don't know. They must have had some of Jim Jones' Kool-Aid. That's all I could say, because they worse off than him. I'll give him Trump more credit than I would the people who support him. What's wrong with them?
I don't know.
Woman,
I think this was going to be
with a 6-year-old child's gone, And I don't have any problem with that mayor cursing. Trump done said worse than that. I don't hear too much yelling out against that.
That mayor went off.
He went off. He went off, and he had to let it out his heart. I mean, it was from the core of his heart.
So those that are supporting, I guess, the MAGA side of this are criticizing in droves the mayor of Minneapolis.
Let them criticize if they want, because they're crazy. They're going to see when it's all over. You already know Russia is a communist, full of communists, never did have any love for the U.S. This man is closely affiliated with him. I've been saying it for the last 4 or 5 years. That's in the history. So why would you support somebody? They're going to see. They will see. Let the war babies tell you all about it. Younger people, you better listen and don't just depend on learning anything online, because online the line's going to be cut off. If you have books there, if you have paper, notes, and something that you could play back on a recorder that's battery operated. Don't depend on online, because online those lines are getting crooked. They're wired up wrong, misinformation. What is that? AI? I call it artificial ignorance too. Artificial information.
Well, we're going to see. I'm going to see what's going to be next, because I know there's a press conference. There will be a press conference later on
Trump
today.
Doesn't care, and this man, this was a fool. He want to play big time for Trump. Trump gonna kick his butt.
Who's that?
The man, the cop, or the MAGA, whatever he is.
Oh, the cop.
ICE.
Yeah. All right, Miss Jones.
Want to impress Donald Trump? He's got to live with his conscience, because there's one person we all gonna face. Conscience.
Yeah, he don't have one. So
he'll have one. It'll turn against him. And I don't hear any of the people on national television preaching, Bible teaching, and Christian believing and praying. They're not saying they got lockjaws right now. I don't hear anybody. What is that, 700, 800 Club? Nobody's coming out to say anything. Not even a prayer for the mother and a child of the lady and a husband.
You watching the 700 Club? The 700 Club still on?
No, I do not watch it, but I know it comes on. I've watched some things just to get information. Not
I didn't know it was still on the air.
It's all over. You're going to know. Even if you don't agree, you listen anyhow.
Yes, indeed. All right, Ms. Jones. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, too.
Talk to you later.
A good year. I hope everybody have a good year, a better year anyhow.
Yeah. All righty.
A better year. Okay, thank you.
700 Club still come on? I didn't know it still came on. Is that Pat Robertson still? Is he alive? We need to Google that one. I need to see if he on. That's terrible. Terrible. Just terrible.
Excuse me. Can we because we're talking so much about the speech that this mayor made. Is it possible that we could play it?
I can't hear you.
Could we possibly play, this crazy microphone?
The
mayor.
speech?
Yeah, could we possibly play that and just let everybody
blinked
know?
out.
We can't.
Only if it's blinked out. You need to look at it and see, is it blinked out? Because he cursed.
We played cuss stuff before.
I'm telling you. On this one?
Is that bad?
Yes.
He made words up.
No, he did. He was civilized, but he was mad. You could tell he was mad, and what he was saying, because he f-bombed just, and he went back and said a couple of other words too. So I would say, just because it's in the heat of the moment, and then you got to realize what I got listening to me from yesterday's conversation, that probably called in to be like, "Are you mad? Mm-hmm. Are you? You should be." And then I end up cussing. So.
You almost cussed me a minute ago.
Is it bleeped out?
I haven't found it yet.
Oh, you want me to send it to you?
I'll find it.
You found it?
I said I'll find it if you want to find it.
You find it. Bleep it out. But I don't want to get into a conversation where we're going to get disappointed again. Because I really do believe and you can tell me what you believe too. I love to hear this from you all. That there's going to be some type of immunity clause that's going to be used. I think that there's going to be somebody to say, just like Kristi Noem did, because she made that up quick, fast, and in a hurry by calling that lady a domestic terrorist. Unfortunately, that's the times that we living in, and we got a bunch of nincompoops leading the way. And when you have that many folks that have that much power
and stupidity,
and we allow them to lead the way, that gives me the opportunity to blame it on somebody else and not the leader himself. We got to do better.
All of our people that voted for him should be ashamed of themselves.
I can hear you.
I say all the people, our people, that voted for him should be ashamed of themselves.
Well,
you need to turn in your ghetto card.
And I do not want to sound insensitive, because this is what happened. But this ain't the first time that this has happened. This happened, I think it happened even in California. I think it happened in California when they shot somebody. Didn't that happen in California? So are we mad because we had a better picture and we saw it then? Are we mad because we've been trying to tell them folks to get out of our town and they wouldn't do it? Y'all, at the end of the day, they getting paid. They getting paid. I think it's a $50,000 bonus just to sign on. I'm just saying. All right, let's take the break here. We'll take the break. We'll come back. I'll take some more of your telephone calls. Maybe we need to put this in a poll and figure out, do you think that they are justified, will be justified? Will there be some other action? What do you think? 504-582-9422. Get your calls in now, because when we get back from break, we'll go straight to the phones. More coming up next.
Interest rates and inflation are out of control. Is your credit card debt also out of control? It's time to resolve your debt and take back control for a lot less than what you owe. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. Debt Fix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for Debt Fix Pros. We called, and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
It really was amazing, and now we're back in control.
Call now, and we'll show you how easy it is to fix your debt. The call and consultation are free. Call Debt Fix Pros right now at 800-311-5977. That's 800-311-5977. 800-311-5977.
Missed a show? Want to hear that guest everyone's talking about? WBOK is now streaming on all your favorite podcast apps. Just search WBOK Media, hit download, share with a friend, and don't forget to rate your favorite shows 5 stars. Because when our voices are heard, our impact grows.
WBOK. Listen now on WBOK1230.com.
Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
You're not going to say a damn thing. And she's listening, too.
Donna, call me, boo. Call. All right, 504-582-9422 is the number to get in contact with us. Lawrence, thanks for calling, buddy.
Well, let me get this on speaker.
I'm sorry, something's going on with the phone.
Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year to you, brother. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Listen, one of the reasons why I want to call in regarding this subject is I had my 19-year-old son in the truck with me when we're listening to this. You know, we always want to give facts and teach, to protect our kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm probably going to say is be controversial or whatever, but I'll say this. According to the laws that are written in regards to what gives them the right to use deadly force, when that woman put herself in a position where she was surrounded by police and you had a police directly in front of her, as soon as she pressed that gas to go toward him, not that we feel whether it's right or not, he will be justified.
Mm-hmm.
He will be justified based on the fact of how they are trained and how the law is written so that they can use deadly force. It won't be questioned because law enforcement, if you're going to fight with them or argue a point with them, as soon as you use something that they can say puts their life in fear, or like for a vehicle, they say stop, and sometimes they'll do that on purpose and get in front of that vehicle. We need our young people to know that they will shoot, they can shoot, and then more than likely, they will not have any consequences. Matter of fact, later on, they'll probably say what they're already saying is he did the right thing to protect himself and the ones who are around him. I'll say this also, Gerard, that in a situation where she was being, and a lot of them are, being a super Karen in this particular situation, where they have the audacity, and white folk, they do have audacity, the audacity to think that she could block them, to impede them, to stop them from doing what they have been or are being paid to do. Whether we agree with it or not, that's not the point.
Right.
ICE has been paid. They've been federalized. They are going to enforce the law. And I'm just trying to make sure that my son and other young people are not foolish enough to first go out on a limb for folk that
don't really care about you
certainly
anyway.
wouldn't do that for us. Mm-hmm. I feel for her in being a victim, but they a lot of times think that they have to right. And when it's found, even when it's our people of color that happens to, you cannot do that.
I don't see too many pictures of us out there. Do you?
No, I mean, I have not.
Okay.
We too busy trying to pay the bill for next week. We check the check. They sometimes a lot of them are able to afford themselves to do that.
Right.
But we out here. It's good times for us. Meaning, we getting it how we live, Gerard. But I just want to say to a lot of the people that's watching this that police position themselves in a way to where they're telling you not to do something or whatever. And now, even if, let's just say, even if it was to the found, which is not, that he was guilty, he ain't gonna get a life back.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I mean, that's the point. A lot of our people are calling in saying, hey, he was wrong, but according to the laws and how she drove forward, he's going to be he will not suffer any type of prosecutorial. And then on top of that, even if it were, we have a president in there, like him or not, that calls the shots and will pardon him.
And guess what? He's not only will pardon him, but they said that they have turned this investigation over to the FBI. Well, guess who put the chief of the FBI in there?
Thank you. And God is good all the time. And sometimes he uses the worst of us to make the rest of us get our mind right.
Mm-hmm.
And Donald Trump is not in there for just no any reason. I'll say this and get off the phone. I said this before. I sure wish with his moxie and with his arrogance and with everything he was doing that he was pro-black. We would not find, I would love it, because it's not about whether or not you like the way he talks and how he is, whatever. His base, he's doing exactly what he told him he was going to do. And I never knew that the presidency had that much power. You know? I mean, so yeah. But Happy New Year, Gerard.
Same to you, brother. Appreciate the call. All right, Sister V.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, my brother.
How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I tell you, Wick is on it. Wick is on it. I'm telling you, I'm listening to Miss Jones. That's my girl. Don't never keep Miss Jones waiting too long. We from the same era. Mustang Sally, we all from the same era.
Oh, okay.
Black Panther. 67, Carver Rams. Woo-hoo! Carver Rams. Gerard?
Yes, ma'am.
I saw you at the Thanksgiving, but I couldn't hardly walk, but I was there. And you know, if I could have made it up there to you, I didn't know that was your beautiful daughter. That was your daughter doing all that emceeing and all of that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
That's my
I
girl.
was just mesmerized. Because, you see, I was looking for a program, you know, a printed program, but I understand they didn't have any, huh?
No,
Okay.
But that's my baby. She get it from her daddy. That's all.
Oh, she moved me. She really touched me. I would have never imagined. But, you know, I just want to say that we be okay. And as long as you on this station, Gerard, I know you had Pastor Barry Hill to pray, but you get him in there to pray every so often throughout this year, because that's what we need. You hear?
I believe you. You ain't telling nothing that we don't know, because I was like, man, shoot, we don't know what's getting ready to come. We don't know what's getting ready to happen,
That's
but
right.
let's all be at least let's be all prayed up so that we'll know where we headed.
And best is to Wick and his family and to all the staff. I don't know who the general manager and all that now, but best wishes to WBOK and y'all in my prayers all the time.
Same to you.
Love you.
All
Love
right,
you.
Love you too. All right.
All right, baby.
Bye-bye.
All right, baby.
All right. Kevin.
Hey, man, thank y'all for having these conversations. Because I'm going to tell you, you do not hear these conversations nowhere else. Probably in the country, quite frankly. There are very few places. Look, until it's like we just became black just when these programs come on. Look, we got a history. If we're not going to learn from this history, we're doomed to repeat it perpetually, forever, generation after generation after generation. Look, first of all, racism, white supremacy has made absolutely everybody insane. There's consequences for everything that we do and don't do. Okay? We like to talk about culture. Until we start having a culture of humanity and being responsible for being our brother's keeper, because our brother's keeper is eventually us. Okay? Just like we are brothers keepers, our brothers are our keepers as well. Martin Luther King said this: if we don't live together as brothers and sisters, we will die as fools. And we are getting closer and closer to dying as fools with these pathologic sociopath races. And I'm not talking about Trump. I'm talking about everybody who makes this possible, because Trump is only the talking head for racist white supremacists in America. And look, no other president has exercised these sweeping changes that he has exercised in even more horrendous conditions for the nation. And we're allowing this is because this is the culture and always has been the culture of America. And guess what? This came from Britain. Slavery, the slaves came to America from Britain. These are the people, this is the culture in America that's continuing that's slave mentality. Until we start being accountable for our common circumstances, particularly being black, then being poor, because white, so-called white people don't realize you're not white if you don't fit in that wealthy ruling class category. You are essentially what your natural genetics are. You're from a black woman somewhere in Africa 280,000 years ago. Okay, we all come from that gene pool. Every living human being on the planet come from black people. Okay, and until we quit acting insane and start talking about the realities that we living in, we are living in an out-of-body experience. They call it a dissociative state. We're acting like we're not in the real world that really exists. And white people are the problem. And I'm not talking about the ones who overtly racist. I'm talking about all white people in the sense that there's no such thing as absolute, but it's a critical mass of white people that's not solving this problem created by white people of racism, white supremacy. It's why we're suffering these consequences. And Trump going straight to Russia and give all our secrets away soon as he suffers some consequences or get put out of office.
All right. All right, Kev, thank you. I got to take my break, brother. I appreciate the call.
Thank you.
All right. Should I be calm? Should I say it's time for me with my tea and crumpets? Yes. I'm going to have my tea and crumpets right now. This. More coming up.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Rapper YNW Melly was back in court Monday for his witness tampering case. He's also facing a double murder retrial next year after a 2023 mistrial. The defense says there's a big hole to fill.
We have a 3-month period alleged without any specific facts as to what the criminal gang-related activity that the state intends to prove would be.
Prosecutors say Melly killed 2 childhood friends in 2018 and staged it as a drive-by. The city of Decatur, Georgia has a new mayor. The city commission decided to select Black Commissioner Tony Powers for the position in place of Patty Garrett. And Central Florida lawmakers are backing the Crown Act to fight hair discrimination. At a meeting in Orange County, leaders including Congressman Maxwell Frost and State Senator LaVon Bracey Davis supported banning bias against natural styles like afros, braids, and twists. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
As I sip my water, and you have your tea and crumpets.
My tea and crumpets. Yes, my crumpets also has a layer on them. Did you know what it was?
Vanilla or lemon flavor?
No. It's Grey Poupon. That's butter. You got to pass the Grey Poupon. So all of that, and I want everybody to understand something on the issue that we're all seeing on a nationwide level. We got people that are listening from the East Coast. We got people listening from the West Coast. We got people listening down south, up north. They may not call in and tell you that they're listening, but I get those telephone calls and emails from folks all the time from different parts of the world that say, hey, man, I'm listening. I can't call in because I'm at work, or I can't call in because I don't know who else will know my voice. I get that all the time. But I do listen because I think it's important that our culture, our race, no matter who it is, we all need to be able to not only just sit there and talk to the television or your wife or your husband about these issues. You have opinions too. And what bothers me is that a lot of us don't have a radio station that they can pick up the phone and say how they really feel. And if they do, the opposition sometimes will get on you about calling into their radio station, so you don't want to, because your opinion might be a little bit more distant than theirs. I look around a lot, and sometimes it makes me sad, but most of the time I endure it because I understand. Well, what is that you're enduring, Gerod? I'm glad y'all asked. Can you imagine if it was you? I'm just asking if it was you. Can you imagine going out to eat dinner, to have some fun with your loved ones, and that there are folks that end up being at that location that know who you are and want to have a conversation with you about your topic that day or another day? Not how's it going today or what y'all did today or something that happened there. What happened on the air is what they want to have a conversation about. And you want to say sometime, and I'm serious, I'm not trying to be flip with anybody, so don't think that I'm being flip. You want to say sometime, I'm not at work no more, I don't want to talk about that crap. You really do. But then you start having a conversation and understanding something. One of the best things for me is knowing that somebody would pick up the phone and put our app on it, Facebook, Live, or whatever on it, and want to speak to you about what is important to them. Want to comment on the topic that you're bringing to the table. And now I've gotten to the point where I understand, because I was actually talking to Warren Riley. And I was telling Warren, I said, sometimes, bro, you get tired. And he said, gee, you need to understand something. Without the radio station or your show, people won't get a chance to express themselves because a lot of your listeners are like-minded. And those that don't know the information will tune into you because they want to learn. And that made me think about a couple of listeners that are calling and tell me, man, I don't know what that means, but I know that you'll tell me. And I really appreciate that. But I want you to understand something too. I'm just like you, because sometimes I don't understand the information. And I'm not scared to tell you I don't understand what's going on. Because anybody that tells me that they know everything, turn them off, because they're lying. And I've noticed that that's where a lot of propaganda, misinformation, misunderstandings, that's where all that comes from. And they don't care. So I say that to say this. In today's society, there's so many different ways you get news. There's so many ways that you can hear how to make sure that you know how to turn on that app. Come on, I know some of y'all don't even play. Some of y'all don't even know how to turn the apps on. Oh, no, Gerard, oh, no. Yeah, I'm telling the truth. Because y'all had to call me and tell me, say, bro, can you download that on my phone? I'm telling you, that's what I get. I get those. But I want you to understand that it's important for me to hear from you all. And I'm not finished with that part. I appreciate my regular listeners that call me, and I know you by name. But I do want to hear from those new listeners. And please, don't tell me, I don't want nobody to hear me, or I'm scared to talk. No, you're not. Because you're the ones that's calling me after the show to talk about what I've been talking about for the last 2 hours.
Yep.
Call me during the show. We'll knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. And we want to hear from new listeners as well.
Yes, don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
We don't bite?
Yeah, we do. We do bite. Every once in a while, we do bite.
Just a little. Teeth marks, maybe.
We ain't gonna break the skin. We ain't gonna break the skin.
But we used to catch that. This has always been being in radio since '88, and you probably definitely longer than me.
Mm.
We have always gotten it. You be out somewhere trying to chill. Hey man, you got them tickets, bro? Like, really? Bro, do I look like I'm Ticketmaster? Do I look like I'm carrying tickets around?
Well, I mean, that's expected.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's expected.
Catch you no matter where you are.
But I just want to look at folks and say, look, as I look at the number of people each evening, Facebook will tell us how many people have gone to that show and taken a listen.
And it's a whole lot.
And it's a whole lot. And look, I know I'm not the best. I don't try to be. I'm not trying to be the best person, because if I tell you that I'm the best person that's ever done this, I'm lying.
But you'll still say it.
But when, be quiet. But when I have a guest like Suzette Bagnaris.
Right.
Suzette is smarter than me. I know that, and I ain't scared to say it. She a lawyer. And let me tell you.
I wouldn't challenge her.
I wouldn't either. And I know some attorneys that have said the same thing. Oh, no, that's a bulldog. Bro, you don't want to mess with her. You don't want to mess with her. But I know that woman got my back. I know Emil got my back. I know that they are there because that's like family to me. And I wouldn't have it no other way but to have her on that show. And it's apparent to me that you all feel the same way, because when she's on, the numbers go up drastically.
Yep.
Drastically. So I say all of that to say to you all, I hope that y'all not scared to call in, because I got plenty of people that listen. I want to hear some new folks too that don't tell. Now, listen, that don't mean my old folks, well, I ain't going to call him no more because he ain't recognizing us. Yes, I am. But I want to hear some of the new folks. We want to talk to all of y'all. New folks as well. All right, Terry.
Hey, Gerard, how you doing?
What's going on with your big money?
I'm going to be brief. I heard you in the other caller talking about, the ice thing with the lady. I didn't really get a chance to look at the video. I heard different things about the tires, so I'm not going to really speak about it too much. I like what you told the last caller, about, and he was telling you the same thing. What are we supposed to do, Gerard, in the case of Donald Trump being the president, like you and him described it perfectly? If the man is accused of killing the lady, he's gonna get off. I mean, this reminds me of, Gerard, like back in the '60s when, there was the '50s Emmett Till case, when they knew that white people were guilty, but they knew the white people wasn't worried at all, because they knew they was going to get off the charge, because
they knew that the jury was white, all white, and going to be
all right. Then that's the same thing with Trump. If his ICE agents do anything illegal, he's going to back them up. It's like a fixed deck. You can't. What are we supposed to do? Just tell me that.
Try to stay with the law and do what you're supposed to do, and then I think after that you just go and you keep on looking at it and saying, we still going to protest, because they got out there and protest last night, even here. So we got to keep on doing what we can do.
But he, as a president, it's like he has like a card game. He's inviting you and I to the card game. He's going to win no matter what happens, because he has the Supreme Court backing him also. So I don't know what the American people are going to do, Gerard.
Yeah,
that's all I got.
I think that someone has an idea, so hopefully they listening right now, saying, "Oh, let me give you my idea." So that's what we want to hear, not just from me. Let's hear it from everybody. So that'll be good. All right.
All right, Gerard.
Thank you, Terry. Appreciate you, boss.
All right.
All right. Donald.
What's that, my brother?
What's going on with you? Oh, you sounding strong there.
Huh?
I said you sounding strong there.
Yeah, well, God is good, bro.
Yeah, all the time.
Look, it gonna increase terrorism too.
You think
We're
so?
gonna get increased terrorism. You watch and see. You know.
So what do you mean?
And this man is crazy. You know, something wrong with him. I mean, I think he's sick. He is sick. And these senators that's doing that, backing him up, they won't be senators no more soon. I'll tell you that. They won't be senators if this country, and if we're gonna save this country, we got to get rid of these Republicans that's backing him up. You know.
But are they really backing him up, or they? I think that they're now. I don't know this, but my assessment is, I think that they're going to be tired of him too, and just want to just retire or just say, "Get out. We want out." I think it's going to be more of that in the next year than anybody else thinks.
Cause he putting us in a trap, bro. I mean, all the countries in the world not gonna trust the United States no more. You know, and that gonna be a problem. That guy who came on not long ago talking about it gonna hurt our economy and people not. That was something that shocked me when he said the country's not gonna accept our currency. Boy, that is a thing that you don't want to have.
Not on the world market.
God, I tell you that's critical. You know, and these people letting this country go down the drain. If they don't stop this man soon, we're gonna be in bad shape. Now he breaking the law. He starting wars without the consent of Congress. You know,
Facebook is off.
He doing things that Congress should have a say in. You know, he doing things and neglecting Congress. You know, and nobody's saying that. You know, he really trying to be a junior Putin. You know.
Well, evidently he didn't learn, because we ain't trying to go against him. We're not doing anything as far as who needs to sign off on anything to get it done. He's actually operating as a one-person wrecking crew, and ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody questioning nothing. Ain't nobody saying nothing. And there are three bodies of the legislative branch, executive branch, and the judicial branch, and nobody is asking any questions.
Well, the businessmen, they ain't saying nothing.
Nope.
The business association is being quiet and all that, and it's hurting them. You know, everybody's saying how it's hurting the small businesses.